Hi, it's Satya. See me at jensatya.com. Please subscribe, like the video if you like it, and feel free to comment below. Today I'm going to talk briefly about the use of herbal supplements and standard supplements and homeopathic medicine right now with the coronavirus. This video is not to prescribe. I'm not providing medical information here for you because I don't feel it would be safe to do so online in this format. Feel free to reach out at any time and we can schedule you a time to talk if you feel like working with someone like me would be useful for you. This video is more explaining if you are choosing to do some of these right now due to the coronavirus and you're reading things online, how to think of this in a safe manner for you and your loved ones. And so I'm going to offer some thoughts on that as a practitioner for over 25 years. I am an herbalist. I do herbal medicine. I am a homeopath, classical homeopath, and I offer homeopathic medicine. And I also prescribe supplements. I'm a nutritional counselor, trained in various ways, and I provide dietary information as well. I'm going to start by explaining why I offer to most of my clients and people who reach out, if I don't know their case yet, if I don't know what's going on in their body, that simply taking things is not something I advise. So, and the reason for that is when people are under high amounts of stress, as I think most of us are right now with what's going on with the coronavirus, when you're under a high amount of stress, your system is in a heightened mode a lot of the time, and you may react to things more quickly and a bit stronger than you would have at another time. So we need to take that into consideration, that right now with heightened stress, our reactivity may also be heightened. Another thing is, we don't know how your system will respond to these things right now. So for instance, let's say that you decide that you'd like to take some herbal medicine right now. Herbs are strong, and taking them for the first time, you're going to likely have a response. And response is different than reaction. Response is when the body responds to something, so you feel something is changing, and you feel usually a bit better, a bit stronger, and again, you will feel something changing. A reaction is when you have something that doesn't feel like what you'd expect, and it's stronger than you would expect, and it could be rashes, it could be you have an anaphylactic or breathing challenge. It could be that you don't feel like yourself and you're not sure how to get rid of it. So there could be a lot of heightened states that could occur. Now, when you take an herb for the first time, if you just take the dose that's on the bottle, which is often quite a bit, it could be 20 drops, it could be 30 drops of an herbal if you're taking a tincture. When you first take it, if you have a reaction, and you aren't working with a practitioner who knows how to deal with that, that can be scary. And doing something like that right now, when you're already in a heightened state, can cause anxiety. So if you are determined on taking something, the safest way to start with an herbal is actually to put a few drops in the hands and rub your hands together and sit for a minute. That's introducing it to your system. When you introduce an herb to your system gently, like that, you often won't have as much of a reaction if you choose to take it orally. Simple technique, just put a couple of drops in your palms and then rub your hands together, and I would wait about 15 minutes and see how you feel. So that's one way to introduce an herbal medicine to your system. That is not the same with homeopathic medicine. And I'm going to offer something that I may not be offering you the same thing as another homeopath might. I've been a homeopath for a long time. I specialize in working with sensitives. I've seen reactivity to homeopathics at times, and right now is not the time to start your own homeopathic medicine without a practitioner. So I would just say, don't do homeopathic medicine right now, because it could change something and you might not know how that feels in relation to the virus. For instance, if a homeopathic is strengthening the vital force, you could feel a bit heightened and then not know what's going on. And if you did contract the virus, homeopathic medicine would try to clear it from the body, and it may bring up the symptoms of the virus a little bit while it's doing that, and that can be scary right now. it would ultimately clear the virus, and at the same time, it can bring up the symptoms of it while it's doing that. It works very differently than herbal medicine. So right now, not the right time to start a homeopathic on your own. I would, because that could scare you if it starts to bring up symptoms, and it could do the same thing for the flu. I've had people before who had the flu, and I'll give them a remedy to clear the symptoms, and the symptoms will get slightly stronger for a few hours before they clear out. Now, if they weren't working with me, they wouldn't know that that can happen. Working with me, I can watch a case, I can make sure everything's moving along as it should. I'm a homeopath. I know how to watch a case like that. That is not something a standard person knows how to do. So I would skip homeopathic medicine right now if you're new to it and you don't have a practitioner you're working with. Supplements. There are a lot of supplements being proposed over the internet, and it is alarming to me how many seasoned practitioners are telling people to take things. First of all, every supplement that is over the counter right now by a different maker could have different ingredients in it other than just what's the supplement. So for instance, if someone's telling you to take vitamin C, if I look at vitamin C and it's in tablet form, that's a different combination of excipients, which are the other ingredients that are in it other than the vitamin C, than it would be in liquid form, than it would be in powder form. And people, again, when they're in a heightened state of stress, could also react to the excipients, the other ingredients. Just like in standard medicine, a prescription given by two different companies might have different excipients, and you could be allergic to the excipients in one of them. Again, the other ingredients that aren't the active ingredient you're taking it for. Because every drug has different excipients. Most supplements do as well. There are very few supplements over the counter right now that are just the supplement. Liquid vitamin D is one of those. It has an oil and the supplement. So yes, there's very few things over the counter that are just the supplement and don't have other things nowadays. Also with supplements, just like anything else, if you are determined to start something new, take a little bit of it. Don't take the full dose, and see how you feel 15 minutes to an hour later, and see if you feel okay. It is amazing to me how quickly the body will let you know that it doesn't like something. So try a little bit, see how it goes, and if it goes okay, work yourself up slowly to a dose that's a normal dose. Because what's a normal dose for one person is not a normal dose for everyone. I have some people who over the counter might say take 6 tablets, and a client of mine can have a good response, not a reaction, a good response on 1 tablet, 1/6 of the normal dose. So we need to be conscious that just because there's a dose prescribed on something doesn't make it what the right dose for you. And just going back to homeopathic medicine for a moment, homeopathic medicine given by a homeopath is prescribed very specifically. And one thing to note is over the counter, they often say take 6 tablets or 6 pellets, 4 to 6, every couple of hours. Most homeopaths would consider that an overdose. So just to show that what's over the counter isn't always what the practitioner would tell you. So coming back again, what I'm offering here just basically is be conscious, be careful, test your system before you take a full dose of something right now if you're choosing to. And now let's go to nutritional. I'm being asked by a lot of people if now would be a good time to do detox. No, I don't believe it would. And here's why. Detoxing the system when, first of all, it's not sick, and second of all, detoxing can mean a lot of different things, and taking herbs to detox the system, things like that, are going to cause your immune system to respond to the detoxing when right now we want a strong immune system in case we get any kind of virus, be it the standard flu or the coronavirus or anything that's going around right now. So having your immune system have to focus on detoxing, I would save your immune system's energy for where it needs to be right now. Things I would focus on are good nutrition. And good nutrition is going to mean different things for different people. If you're vegan, if you're doing high protein, if you're doing different things, you need to figure out what good nutrition is for you, and I would advise you to work with a practitioner if you're not sure. A practitioner like myself is going to look at your unique situation and help you devise a plan that helps keep your immune system strong and your body strong, so that the stronger your immune system is, the less likely you're going to get sick. And that's the way someone like me looks at it. People have been asking me if now would be a good time to start juicing. If you're talking juicing on its own and no food, when you normally eat food every day, drastic changes to your diet are also going to cause an immune response. And in some bodies, depending on how healthy you are, and if you're taking prescription drugs or other things, you could go through a detox just from drastically changing food. So I would be conscious of that. And also, if you stop something like caffeine when you drink coffee every day usually, or you stop sugar when you eat a lot of sugar usually, I'm not saying not to do that. I am saying you could have a reaction to that. So when I help people go off coffee, if that's their choice to do so, and I'm not saying anything bad about coffee, I'm just saying some people come to me to stop caffeine for various health reasons that they're choosing. If you're stopping coffee, there is a detox that goes with that. Headaches, often flu-like symptoms. So we need to recognize that food is also medicine, and our bodies respond to things when we stop them or start them suddenly. So good nutrition doesn't have to mean a drastic overhaul in the middle of something like this. Again, I am someone who believes that the body responds to things gently over time in much healthier ways than dramatic responses, unless they're called for. And there are emergency situations where they are called for. In this situation, if you're a healthy individual and you're looking at how to stay healthy through this, think good nutrition. Think working with a practitioner who knows what they're doing. Think taking care of your body and not overloading it with new supplements and herbs and homeopathic medicine that it's not used to. Think great sleep. Think taking care of your hygiene, washing your hands, not putting your hands to your face all the time, staying out of large crowds if you're concerned about that. When you leave a crowded place, washing your hands even if you haven't touched anything. So things like that. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I'll do my best to respond in ways that are safe for the public. And feel free to reach out to me directly at jensatya.com. I hope you found this useful and perhaps a little unusual for a holistic practitioner to provide a video like this. Blessings, good health, and take good care.